Hey, social media. I've been in this weird place for a little while, and I realized I haven't been happy for a long time. I've been content. Very, I was pretty modestly content for a long time, and now I'm mildly content. And it's because, the last 3 years of my life, I took a break from doing conventions and all the big art things that I was so involved with since almost the beginning of I've been doing it for 8-9 years, since the time I've been here in Austin. But I needed time to figure things out and to push my work and to just assess everything, because being a workaholic the way that I am, no one can understand how obsessed I keep myself from being. I'm already obsessed. I already don't see people. I already spend most of my time drawing. I could care less about food and taking care of myself. I have to constantly keep myself on watch to make sure that I function as a normal human being. That being said, I have some wonderful people in my life, and they help with that. I have a really good roommate. I have really good coworkers that become really good friends. Same thing with a bunch of people, And then I have my artist communities as well, who can directly empathize, and the other ones empathize on different levels. And it's a wonderful community of people that I have around me that I'm always super grateful and thankful for, even though I don't say it every day, And I hope they know it, and I hope they watch this. And if they don't, someone tell them. That being said, I'm 33, and I feel like in the last 8-9 years of me doing this, of doing the art thing, it's taken most of that time to even reach a level where I'm okay with my art, and I've had plenty of friends and family give me a lot of support, and I've even made so many fans of my work, and you don't understand how surreal that is. I mean, if you think of an artist and you think of someone that buys their work and you think of patrons and all that, yeah, granted, okay, yeah, it makes logical sense. But if you're the actual artist and then you have people that follow your work, people that meet you at conventions or go to meetups to see you and say hi to you particularly for a thing that you did, it's very surreal, the whole act of it, And I'm so appreciative of that, especially early on. Early on, I had no idea why people would give a fuck about me or my work, I had a good friend of mine a little while ago, and this guy's done some major stuff for Disney and board games and in major companies. A very humble motherfucker, but I'm just gonna keep cursing, I'm sorry. But I asked him why he chose to help me, mentor me, and befriend me, most importantly. Early on, he was like, it's just that I had some kind of energy to me. All I wanted to do was set the world afire. I just wanted to go and I had that spark. My work may not have been there yet, but I feel like that's what I've been riding for a long time, is the spark, that can do, I'm excited to be here in this room energy, And I remember moving to Austin, I remember people automatically hating me for it, and that's been the thing, it was so fucking weird, having no idea what I was doing, and then stepping on toes without even coming near their feet. How the hell did I step on your toes? I'm doing my own thing here, man. And I try to join some groups, and I'm not an asshole. I just wanted to sit in the corner and draw, and there's just people that didn't like me, and they still don't like me. And I've won some respect from a couple of them, but it's been such a weird experience, And I think that just comes with all of it I've learned, no matter what you do in life, there's always going to be some people that don't like you, that don't get you, that just from the get-go are not going to like you. And it's not from you, really. It's their own experience. It's their own perception of it all. And it's something that's taken me years to realize, as out of their own rage and insecurities. And the bigger part of my life is treating everybody nicely, instead of going off on them about that, because I think for me, if you know me, I'm very friendly, and that's mistaken as a weakness, and I feel like that's the perception of a lot of nice people, and but saying that, I do believe that it's the bigger thing, it's the more adult thing, and the more mature thing, the wise thing, to approach it with as much niceness as you can. If it's firmness, fine, you know, you stand up for yourself, but everybody needs some kindness. And I mean, there's exceptions, I do believe that, but you know, especially in my lifetime, especially working as a creative, that's gotten me really far. And especially as creative, I've realized how tough I actually am, you know. It wasn't until I went through all the trials and tribulations of just like fighting, being on, you know, on the artisan markets when I first started and making no money, having nobody want to join from me, nobody, making $5 in 2 days of 8 hours being in the hot sun. It all sounds so much like bullet points of my life now, but you know, I lived it. And like making, you know, over $1,000, $2,000 at like South by or ACL, being hired by Tito's Vodka, being hired by Dell now, you know, like. But you know, I was telling a friend today, because I do feel like, why don't I have more success now? And I think that's something that we all have to work on, you know, because I do believe in the waves of success. When things start happening for you, it starts happening and it's going great and everything's going the way you want it to be. And then you reach a point and then it starts going back down a little bit, you know. And then we're all just kind of waving in the water until the next wave comes. And I think that's the attitude that kind of helps me get through, is that I'm not done. I'm far from being done. But it's a hard thing when you don't have that physical or monetary validation day to day, you know. But sometimes we need time to breathe and to figure out things, let life, you know, take over and saturate the art that we're about to make, you know. I don't know what this hand motion was. But, yeah, I don't know. I've spoken with I had 2 meetings yesterday and today with people that I'm giving advice to. They're seeking my advice. And like, you know, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I haven't known what the hell I'm doing. I've made it up since the very goddamn beginning. Dove headfirst and just figured it out. I fucked up a lot. It's just like with cooking. I started cooking a couple years ago. I don't know what I'm doing with cooking. I burnt the shit out of a lot of fish. I burnt like 5 tilapias, 6 tilapias before I started cooking tilapia the correct way. And now I've been cooking regularly, and now I'm starting to get it. But that's, I think, the metaphor of life. You burn a lot of shit, and then eventually you cook it right, like, and then it tastes okay. And then you can add the spices, and it looks like you know, you control the heat, and you understand more what you're doing. You get the right knives and the right pans, and then all of a sudden you're a chef. Well, not a chef, maybe you're a shorthand cook, but you know, I don't know. It was a weird year for me, 33, and I feel like I still have a little bit more of it, and I feel like I'm going to try to end on a strong note of it, because I feel I never am somebody that entirely gives up. That's not within me. It's not at all. And I believe success is you move forward no matter what, and if it's like the smallest of steps, fine. If it's a full step, a power walk, great. But if you're on your hands and knees and you're crawling, if your thoughts are moving forward, that's still progress. If you're thinking about it, if your mind's in it, your heart's in it, you know, you can never let your heart get out of the thing that you love, you know. Always remind yourself, like, if I'm tired and I can't draw, I'm looking up books about the drawings that I love. I look on Instagram at the accounts that I follow of art that I really love, and I keep it within me. It's something you can't pull from me, no matter what. If I lost my right hand, I would draw my left hand. If I lost my hands, I would draw my feet. I would create in one way or the other, you know. So I think that's what I want to get across, is that especially at my day job, I have a lot of coworkers that are 8 years younger, 7 years younger, and it's so hard sometimes to get this information across. But, you know, I do have something to give. I do have something to help people with. And I think in this next bit of my career, I know more where I want to go. And hopefully I can motivate those others who are having troubles to just hang on and to push forward. So happy holidays to all you guys out there pursuing your dreams. And hope you all are enjoying your family and friends. And take care. Cheers.